Girl, let's talk about it. Did you hear them talking about it? Oh my God, do you know this? What? Oh my God.
Oh my God, Shani Lava Leah Nicole. Shani Lava Leah Nicole on a roll. Lighting up the stream, the vibe is bold. Shani Lava Leah Nicole, let's go. Kicking down doors, we make some noise. Grown folks talk with truth and voice. Doing it big, turning up the flow. Shani Lava Leah Nicole, you know. Oh yeah, Shani Lava Leah Nicole. Oh yeah, Shani Lava Leah Nicole. Everywhere. Shani Lava Leah Nicole. Oh yeah. Grown talk vibes, the moment is here.
Thank you for tuning in.
Hey,
Hey,
girlfriend.
hey, girlfriend. Happy hump day, y'all.
Happy hump day. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Oh my God. I was
Yes.
so ready for the day to be over. And tomorrow's Thursday. And then we added this popsicle stand.
We done made it halfway through the week.
Halfway through the week. I thought it's because we didn't have Monday.
Right.
Monday made it a little bit more short.
A little bit more short.
Hey, everybody, come on in.
What's up?
Welcome to Unfiltered at 5 with Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. We have a guest joining us. We'll be popping up in about 15 minutes. We are talking about today, baby.
Yes.
Dating in the digi jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Culture, ghosting, and situationships.
Yep.
Ghosting, catfishing, situationships. Welcome to modern dating. It's a savage out here.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking down these unspeakable rules of swipe culture.
Right.
Yes. So, do you do any dating?
Dating apps.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. I do not do dating apps. I like to meet people and date the old-fashioned way and everything. And people keep trying to tell me get on this Facebook dating and stuff like that, but then I keep hearing all these weird stories people got going on when they meet people and stuff like that. And people keep saying all this weird crap and stuff. I'm like,
Facebook dating is horrible. I will confirm. I will confirm. A lot of people that are on Facebook dating are not even the people that's on Facebook dating.
That part, I heard that.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that are really catfishing, like just they not even who they are, and they out here talking about they want to be somebody's boyfriend, and then you meet them in person and they missing teeth. They got a lot going on. You don't know. Yeah, it's not Facebook dating. I would not recommend. I would recommend like there's one called biracial dating. I was on that one. That one was pretty cool.
I heard what's that one? Black love.
Black people meet is a negative.
Stay
away from Black people meet.
Really?
What? That is the most toxic one. Like, nobody on Black people meet got jobs. You meeting to give them a job. That's what you meeting for. You meeting to give them the job. Like, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. It's horrible. Stay away from Black people meet. You got Tinder.
I heard that one.
Tinder's one. My sister found her husband on Tinder, so I would say Tinder maybe because Tinder gonna take you through a little background check. You want to go to the ones that do the background check, so you got to be legit. You give us some credentials. Really who you are. You look like your pictures and stuff like that. They're looking at your driver's license. Make sure you're you. Stay away from the ones where it's too many people and you got to, they give you the free trial for 50 days or 60 days. No, go to the ones where you got to pay to see the people. Period. Blank. I'm telling you, Facebook dating and Black people meet and Black love and Black planet. No, and definite no. So So the question is, would you rather be rejected directly or to be ghosted?
I'd rather be rejected directly, because at least if I'm rejected directly, then at least I know why I'm being, you telling me up front why why it ain't gonna work and why you don't want to be with me and stuff like that, versus you just ghosting me and keeping me on a question mark and I'm not hearing from you ever again. I don't know what happened, what the fuck I did. I'd rather be rejected directly. Be honest, be open.
But what if it was no reason? What if it's not even considered ghosting? Like, what if it's, what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I think the word ghosting is not a good word. Like,
Right.
It's not a good word, because it may not be that you're ghosting somebody. Maybe maybe you're just taking a break. You just, maybe it's not rejection at all. Or maybe it's a way for you to say, do something different. Why does it have to be ghosting? You see what I'm saying? Maybe it's not the word. The word ghosting is horrible. So when you say I ghost somebody, that's you done left somebody on red, you ain't responding, that kind of stuff.
I mean, my thing is this: when you ghost somebody, when you just one day up, you're having a normal conversation with them, and then,
so straight.
And then I don't ever hear from your ass again. I don't ever hear from your ass again.
Okay. But what about if there was a reason?
If there was a reason, then yeah. If there was a reason, then that's a little different. I can see you point there.
The word ghosting is not really to me, it's just not a good word, because when you get to a certain age, you're really not ghosting people. Maybe you're forcing a hand, like saying, hey, this is not what I signed up for. So I'm gonna fall back and let you figure it out. You see what I'm saying? It might not be ghosting, because I think ghosting is like, you done fell off the goddamn earth. Like you said, if we still here and we still breaking bread, then I haven't disappeared. You see what I'm saying? Like the person hasn't disappeared. It's just saying, hey, I need you to move a little different. You see what I'm saying? It just be moved differently, because how you move it ain't working.
Right.
So I think that should be. Monte said, if I got to use a dating app, I give up. I like to use my mouthpiece. I prefer the old-fashioned way.
That's right. I prefer the old-fashioned way of meeting people.
I don't know. I'm kind of like 50-50. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like the dating sites, because you don't never know who you encountering. You don't know if these people be out here crazy. You don't, you fall into the catfishing thing. Men be having make-believe abs and stuff.
Right.
Women be having pictures from when they was 13 and 16. Now they look like a whole different person. That's a lot different. So, okay. So how many seconds or how much time do you give a person when you're on a dating app, if you ever been one? How much, like when you, since you've never been on one, when you open a profile, it's going to bring up the person's profile. Some people are very long-winded on these apps. They write like all this shit. I would probably swipe fast on the ones that write too much. Why? Because I feel like they're selling themselves. Like, why are we selling ourselves if you're who you say you are?
Right.
It should be real brief and to the point. Hey, this is me. I'm looking for a relationship long-term. I got this many kids. If you ain't on this, I want a husband. If you ain't on this page, keep swipe to the left. That's how it should be. But when you got to read somebody's whole write-up, like, oh, hey, my name is such and such. I was born over here. I've been divorced. I'm a non-smoker. I go to church. All of them say they go to church. Don't nobody go to church.
Right. Unless
you meet a pastor himself. They don't go to church.
Now, they don't go to church.
They be lying. They be straight lying. So have you ever ghosted someone, since we're talking about this ghosting thing that I think?
Hell yeah. You already
but for what though?
Because it was for the reason that you said. It was a reason behind it though. I ain't never just for me, I always got a reason for doing what I do. I'm not gonna just never leave you on red just because. It's because you did something that was like, I don't know about that. And that you ain't for me and stuff like that. Have you ever ghosted someone?
I don't like the word. So I don't think I ghost people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the word.
What do you call it then?
Let me say this. I don't ghost anybody. I fall back. Falling back is me saying, hey, I've said something multiple times that I'm trying to get you to understand. Obviously, my feelings are not in consideration because you're not coming to me like that. So if you're not coming to me like that, I'm gonna fall back and let you have the runway. That's not, to me, is not ghosting somebody.
But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you let them know you falling back?
No, they should. They know. They understand the assignment.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Okay. So my thing is this: if you have multiple conversations with somebody and you say, I don't really like that. This ain't really how, I don't like this. I don't, I like this, but I don't like this. And the person deflects on you. And then you go back and you find yourself at that same road again. And now you're repeating the same thing and there's no changes. So if there's no changes, is that not a blunt way of somebody telling you that what you're feeling does not matter? So
I do agree with that. I do agree with that.
So it's not about ghosting. It's about, hey, I need something a little more mature. And if you can't give it to me, I'm gonna fall back and let you do you the way you do you. So I don't think I ghost people. No, I don't think I ghost people.
Okay, well I like that way of putting it right there, because that makes sense. And I do that. I'm like, if I tell you something and then because who want to keep repeating themselves and talking? And if they told you something, they want to keep repeating themselves and keep on doing that. We don't got that kind of time. So no.
You see what I'm saying? You keep talking, you're saying this stuff, and sometimes it's not because you don't like the person. You could like the person a whole lot, but behaviors are forming habits, right?
Exactly.
If the behavior is the habit, that means I'm gonna be dealing with the behavior forever. So better to say, you know what? I don't understand this language that's going on here. I'm gonna fall off and I'm gonna allow you to be great.
Allow you to be great.
And it's no love loss. For me, it's never any love loss. For me, it's just like, I still fuck with you. I still love you. But at the end of the day, you didn't want to move to me. And I obviously wasn't moving to you because you're not changing. So I don't think ghosting is ever a good word. I think that's a horrible word to use, like to say like, oh, I ghosted somebody. No, you don't ghost people when you get to 45 and 47 and 29, certain ages, teenagers might do that. Like, it's like some teenage type stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're not vibing or feeling somebody, you have the option to just step off.
Just step off.
And like, and it has nothing to do with the connection could be there. Everything could be great, but it's like, hey, I just need you to do something different than what you've been doing that I've already asked.
Right.
But
I do respect a little bit more. What I do respect, I do. Because I don't get ghosted. I'm typically the one that does the hey, let me fall back and stuff like that. But I think, I'm just saying, I think I do respect someone, like, let's just say, coming to me saying, hey, I think we should just be friends. It ain't working out.
What if it's not even that? What if it's not that you want to be the person's friend? What if it's just hey, we're marching to two different tunes right now.
I mean, I see what you're saying and everything. We're not on the same page. And
right. There's nothing wrong with that. It's people feel like they always got to be in a relationship. If you come to me and I say, hey, I'm looking for, even if I meet somebody on an app, my direction is to the point. I date with purpose. I don't date. I'm not the kind of person who needs a person to have sex with me. I'm not struggling in that area at all. So that is not going to be the go-to. So if I'm dating with a purpose. I'm not dating to be your buddy and your
buddy.
You get to a certain place in your life where that is no longer.
That's no longer
so a lot of these dating apps are like that. It's like people will put up a whole thing of what it is, and it's not that. And then when you meet them, the tune changes. It's I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing that. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do. You see what I'm saying? And the rhythm changes.
Yeah, my take said I'm not wasting my time on someone that don't match my energy, and I feel you on that because I ain't wasting my time either at all either. We don't have time be ticking. You want to get married, you want to have kids. You don't got time to be dealing with people who playing games and if we ain't on the same energy, you got to get going.
And sometimes the energy be great. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be so, and you may sting. And I always tell people, I'd rather hurt in the beginning than hurt down the road.
Down the line.
when I feel like my feelings is involved and they about to be a little, some tears might fall out these eyes, baby. I'm falling all the way back. Okay, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just meet people where they meet me, because I just feel like if you're meeting me here and this is how you move, this is really how you move.
Right.
And it doesn't work. You see what I'm saying? Some things just don't go together.
Right.
Let's see. What questions you got, Aaliyah?
All right. Let's see. So we talking about ghosting and stuff like that. So
ghosting, situationships, swiping past people, situationships. Let's
go to situationships. So have you ever been in a situationship like what? Well, I'll say this. Why do you think situationships are so common today? Why do you think they're so common today?
I think because people deal with them. It's easy to be familiar with something than to go do something different.
Yes, it is.
You got to think about it. When you have to go out here and meet somebody again, find out who they are, find out their cleaning habits, if they clean, if you know what I'm saying, you got to go figure all that shit out.
I was about to say, don't nobody want to start over.
Let me go be with Buddy, because Buddy already got me in his DNA.
I already know what Buddy like in bed, Buddy like in bed and stuff like that. I already know what.
We do not want to have to do that. We don't want to be sitting here trying to figure this shit out. It's like, no. So that situationships are convenient for people. I think it's convenient because it's a habit. It's a forming habit. And a lot of people are scared to go find something that's unfamiliar. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then once again, you got to meet people. You got to learn their ways. I don't think, and I think you have to be I think that comes when you're sexually driven. Because see, like for me, I check out mentally out of situations. I just check out. Like I don't have a middle, and I tell people that when I meet them. I don't have a gray. It's either black or white. There's no gray. So once the feeling becomes uncomfortable to me, it's uncomfortable. And I don't care how good the dick is. It's just like, okay, oh well, it is what it is, and you keep it passing, and you get past it. You chalk it up like a big girl, put your big girl clothes on, and you keep it pushing, because that's all you can do. Because at the end of the day, no matter what's for me is for me. You see what I'm saying? And what's for me, how I feel, will always come back to me if it was for me from the beginning. If it doesn't return, that was just God's way of saying, that wasn't for you, baby.
That wasn't for you.
That wasn't your calling. So I don't take it personally. And I don't hate people when people vanish or disappear. I just figure it wasn't, it
wasn't meant to be.
It wasn't meant to be for whatever reason at all. I can sit here all day and think of situations that I've been in, and I'll be like, oh God, I love this man, and why did he leave, and what happened, and cry all kinds of tears, and for what? For what? It could have been years of headaches that I didn't have to have.
Yeah, that is very, very true. Very, very true. So my take said, some people don't have a choice but to be in a situationship.
Why? Please explain.
You're gonna have to give us a little bit more on that one, because we all got choices.
We all have choices. We all make decisions.
We all
If you're in a situationship, you choose to be in a
situationship. So
and that's what it's always going to be, a situation.
Let's hear something on that one, because I don't know if I too much agree there.
There are people that settle to be in situationships. They're comfortable with them. They're cool. If that's your MO, then fine. Knock yourself out with it. But if it's not, and that's not what you're doing, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Just stay away from it.
Stay away from it.
Let's see. It says, have you ever been ghosted by someone, Aaliyah? I think that's a harsh word.
Once, yes.
Like, what did they ghost you for? Did you ever know why?
I didn't know why. 1 minute I was up and talk. One person. Yeah, I can recall. We was up and talking one day, and just talking like I told you, talking normally, and then I think I texted, and just one day they never texted me back. I never heard from them again.
But Monte said everyone's not fortunate to have choices. Well, yeah, some people don't have choices. Let me tell you something. I agree with that, and I don't agree with that, Monte, because even the most unattractive person on earth has a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it might not be the choice that you want.
Right.
Everybody has choices.
Right.
It can make. You know what I mean? Like you were saying, Aaliyah, that the person that ghosts you just disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And you never found out why.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
What did it make you feel like?
I mean, it made me feel like, of course, I was a little disappointed, but like you said, it was in the beginning, so it didn't really. I was just like, okay, whatever, You when you like somebody, and I think when you like somebody, okay, and then you talking and nothing, you think that okay, you're talking, you thinking nothing is wrong and everything, and you talking and stuff like that. And then up and out of nowhere, they just disappear. It could probably hurt your feelings a little bit. But then, like you said, if it's in the beginning, then it's like, okay, I'm moving on because obviously it wasn't meant to be. And that's it. So I think for me, maybe it hurt a little bit, but I got over it within a day or two, a few days. I was over it. And
okay, let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody, let's take the word ghosted out. Let's just say somebody disappeared. I don't like the word
Mm-hmm.
ghosted. I think it's a horrible word. It just sounds like a boogeyman, kind of thing.
Right.
Did you ever once start with yourself?
Start with myself?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So somebody disappears, somebody ghosts you.
Mm-hmm.
And tell her I'm bringing her up, but she's not on the screen. It just says her name.
Okay.
Somebody disappears out your life. Do you ever think to start with yourself as the reason why they're gone?
No.
Okay, see, that could be the problem. Sometimes you have to look at yourself, and it's hard for people to do that. Right. It's hard for people to look at themselves and say, maybe there was something that I did. Mm-hmm. Maybe something I did made this person move or shift.
Right.
Because see, I always start with me. When situations come into me or things happen to me in my life, I start with myself. I don't go, oh, let me blame the person. I go, what did I do?
Right.
That could have caused this situation to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Or could have caused this person to disappear.
Right.
That's what I say. People know what they do when they're doing it.
Right.
It's how long you keep playing with it. It could have been maybe you was doing something. Maybe you wasn't, and I'm not saying you, maybe you wasn't clean enough, or maybe you didn't, talk the right way, or maybe you didn't have this wifey material, or maybe you wasn't husband material. You never know. But if you start with yourself, you can say, okay, let me see what I could have done differently in this situation. Mm-hmm. When a person just, to me, disappears, it's for a reason. It's not because of a conversation that never was had. It's because a conversation was had and we opted to ignore it. Right. That's when the disappearing disappears, because it's like, you're not hearing me and I'm letting you know this is what it is. Right. Here's Sameen. Y'all welcome to Sameen. We're gonna go back because you might be good on this topic.
Okay.
So the topic is digital dating. Okay. Swipe culture, ghosting, and situationships. Have you ever been on a dating app?
I have not.
Never?
I've installed it and deleted it.
I just won't. Have you ever ghosted somebody, or has somebody ever ghosted you?
I've ghosted. And I've been ghosted once before.
Okay. So question.
Same with me.
When you ghosted somebody, what was it for?
Ooh, they was weird. They were weird. Like, it was like, the buddy was trying to get into a relationship without me knowing it. I think he thought he was in one. Mm-hmm. And I said, this is not good. So I ghosted him. And I don't typically block. I'm good at not responding.
Oh,
So,
baby, I'm the block queen. You
I
know
don't block
me.
people. I
I
don't
don't
block
block,
people either. I just
but
figure people know what they do when they do it. That's just what I feel. Like, you know.
but here's the thing for me. It's good and bad. I'm an empath. So I'm good at not responding. I'll respond, but I'll do it in a way where you'll catch a hint. But I'll do it nicely. I'm not a mean ghoster.
So when you were ghost, what do you think you was ghosted for?
I honestly don't know. I don't know. And when I look
See,
back
was it
on
just,
it,
I got a question. Was it just one of them things where, because I told her, for me, I said, when I said one time it happened to me and everything, I said, we were just having normal conversation one day, just normal conversation. I thought, well, nothing inappropriate on nothing, no weird dealings on my end, nothing on my end. Just one day up and having conversation. And then one day I just never heard from you again.
Monte says, you know. You see, I agree with people know. I agree. I think people know.
No, I really, because for me, I can't tell you no. Sometimes it just be like that. Like you don't know why you be up and having a conversation with somebody you just don't know. But to me, come on.
and here's the thing, I'm not a chaser. I don't chase. So I text you once, I text you twice, I don't get a response, I'm gone.
Okay.
All right.
Micaiah said,
Now,
Bryant.
that's good. Some people disappear when they live in a double
double
life.
life.
Yep.
Okay.
Good point.
Now we're talking.
That could be it.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? It's all these reasons.
That's right.
If you're in a situation and you've made your cards clear, if you tell somebody, you start dating them and you tell them your purpose. Hey, I want a boyfriend. I'm looking for a husband. I don't have no kids. My life is in order. I have sex with purpose. And you lay down all your ground rules. You tell them the do's and the don'ts. I don't like this. I like this. What do you don't like? And we have this conversation. What people tend to do when they're still toggling with you, you're going to get a little that toggle sometime. And you're going to find yourself constantly repeating the same things. Like, I made mention about this. Oh, I don't like the texting all the time. Right. I don't believe you can have a relationship of any kind texting all day. I just don't. So if you tell somebody that constantly and the person never picks up the phone and then they disappear, would you be shocked?
No.
You'll be shocked because you talked about it.
Right.
Now it comes into you've disappeared, you've ghosted me. No. I spoke, or they spoke, or we spoke about things that I don't like. Because in the beginning, you have these conversations. So if you find yourself constantly having the same conversation over and over and over again, at some point you're going to be like, okay, this is just behavior. It's either that or there's somebody else in the picture, or I'm not number one. It's not me. I'm not the girl. I'm not the woman. I'm just who you're kicking it with. And then you have to, that's when you disappear and you say, you know what? I'm going to collectively bow out while I'm still ahead of the game, or while I'm not deep in I'm 10 toes in. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So people know why people disappear. People don't just fall out of people's lives. I don't believe that.
Now, let me tell you what I think as I'm sitting here thinking about it. Let me tell you probably why. I don't know for sure, but the only thing I can think of is I have a really busy life. And so I don't always have time to go out and hang out and go and spend my time with you. Right. You got to give me a reason to sacrifice something else to spend my time with you. Right. And so this person was always saying, hey, you want to, but it was very spontaneous. You want to grab a drink at like 10 o'clock at night? No, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. Right. Or it was just like, and it was always like, no. And he probably got tired of that, to be honest with you. And honestly, it just wasn't a person that I didn't get a reason to say, you know what, I'm gonna sacrifice that bedtime so I can go have this drink with you. Right. I didn't get that reason. So, I was okay with it. To me, it was kind of mutual. Right.
Yeah, but see,
if you tell me, hey, I want to take you to a nice dinner, we going to Capitol Grill or Ruth Chris or something like that, I might be like, okay, I'll just be tired in the morning. Right. But see, none of that was offered. So it's, it's a give and take.
Right. I agree with you. I do agree with. I'm with you on that one because me too. That's me. I do live a busy life and everything. And I really gotta be into you. And I really, you gotta be saying some shit to draw me in
Yes,
there, make me want to go out
Yeah.
and get that drink at 9 o'clock at night with you or whatever, or that dinner.
My thing is, a drink is not worth me missing
being
my
tired
bedtime.
in the morning.
Right.
Yeah,
No.
not for a drink. No.
Right.
If I'm sacrificing and you're sacrificing and we're making time for each other, because I, like you all, I live a busy life. I spend a lot of time. We do the same thing for a living. We act. We're out in shows. We're reading scripts. We're over here. We're over there. And we're trying to do multitasking.
Right.
Everything. And then you live the social media life. So if I say, here's my time and I'm giving it to you, I'm putting it in your lap.
Exactly.
But I don't like this, and this. And I tell you, because I'm the person, I'm going to tell you, I tell people when I meet them, I fall out quickly.
Yep.
I don't sit around and figure out the sting. I'm not going to figure out why it's going to hurt me. I'm going to deal with the hurt, chalk it up, and I'm going to put my big girl pants on, and I'm going to say, okay, this hurt, get out of there.
Right.
If I got to cry about it, if I got to turn it loose, whatever I got to do to keep me from falling into an order. And like Monte said, a lot of times people live double lives. They start out lying, then they got to continue lying.
That's the truth.
The lie gets thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker. And then you're like, okay, this don't even make sense no more.
Right.
So people know. I think people know. I think ghosting is just a terrible word though.
All right. Let's look at a comment right quick. Blooded up, Juan Smith. He said, Shelly, some women and some men are devious. I don't have time to program a Black woman how she be in a relationship or marriage.
I have time to program a Black woman.
Program her.
Program.
Okay, that's program?
What?
Well, we are in the age of robots, so
I mean, I don't understand.
I don't understand. Yeah, I need a little bit more elaboration on that.
You want a robot wife?
Are you saying? Yeah, that's how I'm taking it.
A robot wife.
Yeah. That's what he want. He want a robot wife,
right? You need to give us a little bit more, though, Mr. Juan, on that.
Yeah, because I don't think anybody's honestly trying to program anybody.
Right.
Just like I don't have time to some women say train a man. You know what I mean? Or build up a man. Like that should have been done before you got to me.
Exactly.
So, you know,
you're not doing that.
How do you feel, Samine, about situationships?
Oh, that's tough. I actually think situationships, they can work. Like somebody like me who has a really busy life and I don't have time to commit to a relationship. Situationships can work. I think though both parties need to know this is what it is. Right. This is what it is.
Conversation.
Yeah.
Everything starts with a conversation.
That's it. Yeah.
Some people feel like conversations you should not have to have. And I disagree with people that say things like that. They'll be like, I don't think we have to have this conversation. I think everything should be in a conversation form of where you stand and where we stand and what we're doing, period. If we just have it, if we just in a situationship, then baby, you ain't got to ask me how I'm doing, where I'm going, when I'm coming back.
Right.
Just bucking every time you see me.
Exactly. We just clapping cheeks. We got to understand that we just clap, we just having sex and stuff like that.
And that's what it should be. It's understood. He said she already knows how a Black queen should be.
Okay. Oh, is that what he means by program?
Right. So you don't have time to get her to be a woman. You don't have time to get her together. She should already know.
She should already know.
I agree with that. Yeah. I mean, I have the same expectations for a man. You know, you want to be treated like a king, so you should know how a king is.
Right.
That shouldn't have to be taught. So I agree with that.
I shouldn't have to tell you. I shouldn't have to coach you on how to do stuff.
Right.
What do you feel about? What do you all feel about a relationship or any kind of any ship that where it's just a texting? There's no phone calls. There's just strictly texting all the time. There's no communication. How do you feel about that?
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I feel about that too. I'm like, yeah, nah.
You know what I feel like? A person should pick up the phone and say, "Hey, how you doing? How's your day going?"
Absolutely. I need to hear your voice. I need to hear your voice. I need to, you can't just be texting all the time and stuff like that. I need to hear your voice. I need to hear how you doing and everything, stuff like that.
So what do you think it gives off when a person doesn't give you that?
Like you don't really want to I don't know. Maybe like you don't really want to be bothered as much. I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe you just don't want to.
It gives like boring to me.
Boring, yeah.
It gives like I'm good.
Right.
Now I get it. You can't. Now I like a hybrid. Like if I'm at work and I can't talk, it's cute to have a little, little text back and forth here and there, and then okay, that's it. But later on, let's have a conversation, or tomorrow, let's have a conversation. But if it's just a text back and forth, like how many times we gonna go with the good morning, beautiful, good morning? Like, how many times we gonna do that?
What's the kitty shit, Monte? What's the kitty shit? Is the kitty shit the texting back and forth, or is the kitty shit you don't pick up the phone and you don't say, "Hey, how you doing?" I get to understand because y'all throwing these comments that I got to be able to read them and understand to align them, because I think viewers be really wanting to know, because I ask men questions a lot. Like when I'm talking to my guy friends, I always be like, "What about this and what about that?" Because I really be wanting to know. One of the biggest questions that I always had is, if you're in a relationship with somebody, should you assume that you're in a relationship, or is that a conversation that needs to be had?
That's a conversation that needs to be had. Definitely.
No, that's multiple conversations.
Yeah.
If we're going from I don't know you to relationship,
right?
There's levels
to that.
So what if the person doesn't want to have the conversation and say you should know? What if they say you should know where you are with me?
Then that ain't a relationship.
That ain't no relationship to me, because that's not how that works.
That's kind of like a situationship, right?
Right.
Because it's like, I mean, first of all, to be in a healthy relationship, you got to have communication. So we're not communicating. What we doing?
What we doing?
Like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
So it's either you're wasting a whole lot of time because you don't know where you stand and you're trying to figure it out. So you're surfboarding. I call it surfboarding. You're surfboarding. You're trying to.
I like that.
Or you're deflecting because you don't know how to give the answer, or you already in a situation where there is someone.
Double life.
That's a double life. Like it's so self-explanatory, some of this stuff. It's so self-explanatory.
Juan said, love is the key in a committed relationship or marriage. Communication should be a phone call instead of texting. I do agree with that. I do agree with that.
Very much so.
Yes.
So you say, let's just say you're in something. Let's not say relationship. Let's say you've met somebody on a dating app.
Okay.
And you started out texting forever, right? And you finally meet this person. You got a little chemistry with this person. You like them. They feeling you. You feeling them. Y'all had this conversation in the beginning, because most of the time a man's going to ask you, what you want? What are you looking for? And you're going to ask the man, what are you looking for? Do you have baby mamas? These are the conversations that us Black women have. Do you have baby mamas? Do you live with somebody? Do you this? You're going to ask these questions. Do you live alone? Can you have company? What time can you? These questions are you clean? Are you not clean? Now, we've got that out the place. You tell somebody, my form of communication is I like to be talked to. I like talking. I like to have a conversation every once in a while. It doesn't have to be every day, but I like to have conversation. If I'm giving you that and I'm telling you this, but I've told you this multiple times, and the behavior does not change, and then I disappear, what do you think the other person should be thinking?
I mean,
would you say I ghosted you if I've told you the behavior?
Not if you said something, not if you communicated how you felt and you said something and then it wasn't changing. So
that's what I'm saying. Ghosting.
No, here's the thing though. Did you at least say, hey, I don't think this is gonna work. I'm good.
But what if it was?
I did bring that point up earlier. I did say hey, it's not gonna work. I did bring it up.
But what if that wasn't in your mind? Like, what if you did want it to work, but you only fell back because the behavior?
But you're saying you just stopped communicating with that person.
You stopped communicating. See,
without ever saying anything. I say that's ghosting.
That is not ghosting. I disagree with that. I don't think it's ghosting.
So. I think if y'all were communicating, right? Maybe not the way you want it, but y'all were still communicating.
Right.
You communicated, hey, I don't like this method of communication, but y'all were still communicating clearly because you got that across. Right. That didn't change. And then you stopped communicating with them.
So would that not force you to say, oh, you know what? Let me pick up the phone to see what's going on?
I would.
That'd be a grown behavior.
Well,
right?
Yeah, I would at least take the initiative just before I get ready to cut it off.
Right.
To say, you know what? Let me, because look, maybe their phone don't work and they can only text with Wi-Fi, and that's why they ain't calling. I need to see what's going on.
Like I said, I think people know why things happen. If somebody ghosted me in my life, I would know why. You know, I'm a hard person to deal with. I know that right off the gate, but I tell people that. I tell people when you meet me, there's Shelly Live. She's on social media. She's always doing something. She's an extrovert when she's outside. When she's inside, she's inside. That's the dynamics of my life. If you can deal with it, it's gonna be gravy. If you can't, then this ain't for you. You see what I'm saying? I can't say that no clearer than that. But if you choose to jump on the bandwagon and ride with me, don't come down the road and say, oh, well, you know, I really don't like. Because then I'm like, I'm sorry.
Oh, you mean like they come later and they now you too busy for them?
Yeah, now because I've had relationships where that happens, where it's just like my life now becomes the problem. Oh, what you do? You always on a script. You always reading. You always doing content. You ain't got time. You know. So when I give you time, I'm giving you my time. You know. I'm giving you my time. I'm giving it to you because I want to give it to you. You see what I'm saying? Nobody's forcing me to give it to you. I'm giving it to you because I like you enough to say, okay, I'm gonna put this to the side. I'm gonna show you that I like you. I'm gonna show you that I care because it's gonna be a time where I'm gonna be super busy and I'm not gonna be able to be right there. But understand if I'm with somebody and we're 10 toes in like we're supposed to be, you will understand my drive anyway.
Right.
You're not going to try to take that away from me.
That's a good topic that actually comes back to what the gentleman said about programming, because you have a lot of people that, how you say things up front and they sort of go with it, and then during the relationship or whatever, they try to change
the dynamic of it.
The dynamic to conform to what they want.
Right.
You know, and it's like,
it's just like situationships. The dynamic changes. Somebody catches feelings, and it's like, oh, you like it.
All of a sudden, I don't like that no more.
I don't want to do this no more.
No.
We being fun because now the fun is, are you in this situationship with just me?
Right.
Oh, you just in situationships.
Which brings me to a question here when it comes to situationships. So is it fair to expect loyalty in a situationship?
That's a great question.
Great question.
That is.
But see, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. I think it is what it is.
For me,
if it's a situationship and we just cutting it and we just we kicking it. That's what we doing.
That's what we doing. Yeah. We not in a commit. It's not a commitment.
Not committed. There's no commitment there at all. We just kicking it.
Kicking it.
We get together. We breaking bread. We whatever we doing, we doing it.
I mean,
deuces and goodbye.
I gotta agree. My only hesitancy or my little hang up is, you know, if we're intimate, I actually would prefer if you're only intimate with me. But
that's me. I do now. I'm with you on that one.
You know what I'm saying? Do it with purpose. And vice versa.
So that's what I'm saying, but it's with purpose. You know, it's with purpose.
Yeah.
That's conversations that need to be had. You see what I'm saying? It's all these conversations that need to be had. I met a guy at the gym one day, right? Early in the morning, true story. I'm in the gym working out. This guy comes up to me. He's like, hey, you know, I've been watching you, woo, woo, woo. And I was like, hey, how you doing? He was like, you know, I'd like to get to know you. I'd like to take you for coffee. And I was like, okay, bet. Gave dude my number. He started out doing that same thing, texting, good morning, beautiful. Good morning. How you doing? Every day it was the same thing. So one day I said to him in a text, I was like, hey, you know, I work and sometimes I can't text like that. And you're like back to back with these texts. It's becoming like a little bit much. All this reading, you know, it's like all these long things to read. And that conversation could have had happened. Right. So he tells me after about 3 or 4 days, every time he called me, it was during the day. It was texting during the day. And then at night, I didn't hear from the dude, period. Right. I'm like, okay, I don't hear from this man at night, but time it hit like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, my phone's blowing up. So I said to him, I said, hey, I'm not the texting chick, man. I don't like all this texting. I said, you don't know how to pick up you can't talk? And he was like, oh, my kids are here from college and they're kind of noisy.
Now y'all know ain't no kids from college noisy because they on their phone.
Right. From college.
I said, huh?
Really?
I said, your kids, you mean your kids are grown and they don't know how to
Grown.
behave, and you don't have no other room in your house
Right.
you can go into?
Ain't go in your car. What?
No. Then you know
No.
what I did? I stopped answering the texts. I was like, I'm not answering any more texts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Stupid stuff has stupid reasoning. So people know why you disappear.
Right.
You don't just disappear. If you have something that's great and going good, no woman or man is just going to fall out of it if it's good to them. You see what I'm saying? If you fall out, it's for a reason.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of you facing yourself and saying, okay, I get it. I get it. I was doing some crazy shit. I get it. You know, my girlfriend said to me, I was talking to her the other day and she was saying this. She was like, I'm not going to be anybody's secret. When a man makes you a secret. And
Hello.
I'm not your secret.
Right.
Yes. And you're not going to make me hide in a corner.
Yep.
While life goes on and then bring me out when you feel like it.
We too grown. We too grown for that.
Not doing that either.
No.
And she was like, she had to tell him that I'm not your secret. You're not going to hide me to the world. No. For what?
I know that's
so
right.
All this stuff with these situations and all this stuff, people want to talk about it and come. No.
All right. Juan said, just had to throw this out here. Would you be with a black man who obeys the Torah commandments, which is the 10 commandments?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll deal with a man if he could just lead.
Right.
I mean, like, I'm very submissive in a relationship. I'm probably one of the easiest people to be in a relationship with because I'm so submissive to default. Like, you know, I believe in praising my guy. I believe in lifting him. I believe in all these things. So, and I believe in like the way the structure of a relationship or a marriage should go.
Right.
But my problem is I check out of things quickly when I see
that'd be my problem as well. Okay. I check out very quickly. I get turned off quickly, bored easily.
And it's not even I'm cool with just laying in the bed with my dude, watching movies. That's how simple it is for me. It's just when I start feeling like I'm not a priority. I'm not a priority. And it doesn't matter. When it stops mattering, that's when I'd be like, okay, I don't have to matter. I'm a not matter no more, period.
Right.
And that's how simple. He said delusional. Why is that delusional, Montana?
How is that delusional?
At all.
If
it's the right
man.
Yeah. But I want to go back to his comment real quick. Let me just touch on that for a second. What he said about somebody who follows the 10 commandments. Like me personally, I think a man who is God-fearing and Bible-driven like that, that's like 10 pluses. Like,
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Actually walks that walk. You have men.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Live it.
Yes. So, like, keep doing that. I just want to say that.
Right.
Yeah. He said, "What's the right man?"
What man?
A right man. There is no right man. Let me say that first of all. There are men.
Because all y'all wrong.
That are driven. Right.
Girl.
Just playing.
They lead their family. They're leaders. They know how to lead their household, their foundation. There's things that come into being a real man. If you're a real man, my head ain't hurting. Even if you out there cheating, my head ain't hurting because I never know. You see what I'm saying? Because you got your shit so in order that you already know you can't touch my foundation. My foundation.
But I don't know, Shelly.
There are men that can be leaders. Their house is in order. Their house is everything. They go to church with their family, but they still got their side pieces.
To me, that's still not the right man.
That's still not the right man. I mean, I'm sorry.
You make a great point.
No, I'm sorry.
Somebody else,
not know.
But for somebody else, that is the right man because they're okay with that. It's just not the right man for me. And I think to his point, there's no right answer because what's a right man for you is not a right man for her.
Right.
You got side chicks who are okay with being in that
side
position of a side chick because they feel like they're being taken care of and they get their bills paid and they send that man back home to his wife. So to them, that's the right man.
Yeah.
So I think that question is subjective and it has to be answered individually.
I agree with that.
He said, well, what's the right man for you? Samin or Aaliyah? Which one?
Right.
I think he's talking to you, Sameen.
Well, the right man for me, he is a faithful man. I'm gonna start there. Faithful, God fearing. And then is a leader. Like is a leader hands down. Like because like you said, Shelly, earlier, I don't mind submitting. I have to submit to the right leadership.
Right.
And to be honest with you, I'm tired of doing things by myself. I want to submit.
Here you go.
Right.
I want to submit. So I want somebody who's gonna lead, who's gonna take the wheel, who's gonna make sure that we're going somewhere and we're not stagnant. Right. And that man, and I want an assertive man, but I also want a man that will treat me and cherish me like a queen and put me on that pedestal and allow my voice to be heard and consider the things that I have to say because he values my opinion and he values me.
Amen. Yep. Rhonda said, there is a man that is right for you. Of course, everyone has flaws. He know what being a man is supposed to be without me having to tell him what to do and how to be a man.
Yes.
Be who he says he is and stand on his word and business. For me personally, I totally agree with that.
Totally agree.
That's it.
A man, you shouldn't have to tell a man how to be one. He's gonna know. He's gonna know that things matter to you. He's gonna ask. Even when you're dating, when you first start dating someone, you can realize how simple it is. How you mean to that person in their life. They don't ask you about your kids. They don't ask you how your day is. They bypass things about you. They know nothing about your life. You could figure it out very quickly and be like, this man don't ask me nothing. He don't ask me nothing. So you already know that's not your king. Because a man that has you and you're his priority, he's going to chase you and he's going to make you priority. He's going to let you, you're going to know where you stand with the man. You're not going to be trying to figure it out, surfing all over the place. You're going to know.
Right.
He said,
why you got to want to submit instead of just coming natural?
Well,
that is natural.
That is natural. Yeah. That's definitely natural.
And it's right, Monte.
Right.
You're going to submit.
Right.
It's written in the Bible.
Yes,
of course.
It is. That is our natural place as a woman. We're the cherisher, we're the nurturer. We are, you know what I'm saying? As long as your man is submitting to God, then we submit to our man who's the head of the household. So that's natural.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you don't have a hard time being like, it's like you coming into my life. You ain't got to tell me how to be a woman. You see what I'm saying?
That's it.
If I come to your house and I see some stuff out of order, guess what? My place as a woman, I'm gonna know to clean it. You're not gonna have to say, baby, that's out of order. Can you clean it? Or I'm gonna start doing what a woman would do in a situation, especially if I'm comfortable in the situation.
That's right.
But when it comes to all these dynamics and all these rules that people try to put down, you already know you playing with some baggage. Somebody has some baggage. A lot of women don't know how to deal with a real man if she's only had scrubs. Very true.
Very true.
Very true.
True.
A man could lead you down the wrong path.
Yeah.
So I feel like y'all speaking too vaguely and overcomplicate y'all expectations and relationships.
No.
I
don't think so, Anthony. You have to have expectations in any relationship.
You do. You absolutely do.
You have to have expectations. If you have no expectations, you're just out here running around.
Exactly. As you'll think, a black man is supposed to pay all the bills, or would you evenly yoked with him?
Is he trying to say about the 50-50 thing?
I was about to get to 50-50 because
that's
my thing is if I'm cooking and cleaning and
here's my take on the 50-50. If we're 50-50, we're 50-50 with everything. We're not 50-50 when you don't want to watch the kids, when you don't want, we're 50-50 with chores, with bills, with the children, with everything. It's not pick and choose 50-50. That's one of them conversations you have when you meet somebody. Hey, you gonna pay the mortgage, I'm gonna pay the light, gas, the water, and the car payments. What we doing? You have that conversation. You already know what your incomes are. This is my income, this is your income, this is what we bring it together. We have an account where all this money goes for our bills, and this is our account separately to do what we need to do separately. So I think that's how it should go. But I don't know about, my mom wasn't the 50-50, so I don't know how it worked. And I've never had to do that. So I can't even act like I do.
With the 50-50 thing, I've done that before. But I did it because I had to do it. I don't think that's the way it should be. I really think the man should take care of the bills in the household.
I was about to say I'm more of a traditional girl, so yeah, I do think that the man should pay the bills. And like I said, if I'm cooking and doing the cleaning and keeping the house together, yeah, I do think man is a provider of the household. So I'm more of a traditional girl when it comes to that. So.
Ung said, I don't do 50-50. Don't even like the
term.
Facts. Don't even like the term. Yeah.
Yeah.
Micaiah, one thing a man's supposed to do is provide. But nowadays, women working, taking care of kids, cooking, and everything else. So a man needs to add something to my life.
Exactly. Pay all my bills.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am.
It's like
we're not taking care of no men. Like we're not doing that.
It's like you have a man in your life and he come to your house and he see your grass and he telling you how to cut it. That's how crazy it sounds. Oh, you got to edge up the side, and you instead of saying, "Baby, let me just handle this. I'm gonna get somebody to come out here and look at this for you." Men know their position just like a woman knows hers.
Right.
Especially if you're dealing with a grown ass man and woman. If you're dealing with some little peons, some little scrubs, like Vaughn said, that might be a different kind of thing. But if you're dealing with a man know his position. You ain't got to train him. You ain't got to show him.
Right.
Exactly. He gonna jump in and be that man.
Right. He gonna be the man. He said, do you know how to be a woman to that man you want?
Absolutely.
Yes.
We live in a different era. Yes, we do.
Yes.
Times have definitely changed and everything. A real man who knows what a man's duty is doesn't believe in 50-50. He does it all.
That's it right there.
That's what I'm talking about.
A real man wouldn't even bring up 50-50.
Right.
In my opinion.
What you got to offer a man? Everything. I bring value to anything. I bring value to. I know how to take care of one. I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I know how to take care. I make sure he's uplifted. I make sure he's good in spirits. I work hard. I go hard. If he's down, I'll be able to hold him down.
Right.
I don't know what type of women run around out here. I don't need a man how to tell me how to be a woman.
Right.
But I got a problem with that question though. Why is it what I got to offer a man?
Right.
If anything, we're the prize.
Exactly. I'm
the prize.
Exactly. So that's what they don't understand nowadays. They think they the prize, and you got the prize. They think we supposed to just bow down to them, and I'm just like, what?
Next thing you know, you fall out of character. You became somebody different, and now no. A lot women have a lot to offer, the women of value, and a man knows what type of woman to deal with and what type of woman he cannot deal with. He also knows that. He said he matched energy.
Micaiah said, I match energy.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts.
That's it.
Yeah. She said everything you just said, she'll explain why 50-50 don't work. No, you can't. Any man that likes to see his wife out there pushing a lawnmower, the children hanging on the back of it, is not a man.
Not with the children on the back.
We're not doing that. No,
right.
Any of that. No, not at all. That's crazy.
If he falls, do you think 50 gonna keep the house afloat?
No.
Mm-mm.
But guess what? A real woman, if he falls, gonna have his back and pick him up while he's down.
I was about to say.
But that's why that 50-50, because I'm over here stacking mine while he's paying the bills. Mm-hmm. So then if he falls, I got you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do believe that. Now, yes, I'm with you on that. Anthony Abane, of course, expectations are needed, but I mean, don't overcomplicate things for yourself and or your partner. For instance, the over worrying from missed calls, bring your reactions to arguments or situations.
Well, no, we're not saying do that. We're not saying be petty.
Right.
Shell, not she. No, we're not saying that. We're not saying be complicated over stuff, Anthony, and bringing extra arguments. We're not saying that either, and bring complications. A couple, I always say, in any kind of relationship you have, it shouldn't be tug of war. It shouldn't be. It should mesh. It should go together.
Right.
It's when you start bumping too much, that's probably not your person.
Right.
Because the person that's for you, and I really believe this, the person that's for you, it's just gonna work.
Right.
It's not gonna take so much energy. It's not gonna take you explaining over and over again what a man should do. Because you have men that are just lazy and don't do nothing. They'll watch you do everything.
Right.
That can't be it either. The difference in the men now is because the men, like y'all said, they think they're the prize.
Right.
You think you're not the prize. Somewhere in there, the scale got unbalanced. But the real
Right.
men that open doors, that close doors, that make sure you walk on the inside of the sidewalk and not the outside of the sidewalk, you don't find those men very often. They're gone.
Not. They're rare.
Honor by opening the door for you.
Right.
I mean, come on. Let's, shiver me. I want the old school man. I want the one at the door.
Oh no, definitely not taking it personal. We appreciate the questions because it creates great conversation.
Yes, it does.
And I think these are the conversations that need to be had, especially the 50-50 one, because the topic is just so widespread. Like as far as there's different spectrum of thinking on the 50-50 thing. Like
absolutely,
it's good to hear people's what's up here.
Right. If we can't be each other's piece, I'm good on him. That's what I said. That's facts right there.
I'd rather cry tears of joy than tears of misery.
Right.
Especially because I done been married. So when you're married and you, because my first marriage was 18 years and I gave, and V would tell me, girl, you're doing too much. Stop doing all that. You do, because I'm a giver, and everybody knows that I'm a give till you take off the shirt off my back. But it comes a point where you sit back and you look and you go, well, I'm giving a lot. But I'm not receiving anything.
We're not receiving a lot.
I'm not receiving anything. And I don't require a lot. I don't require somebody to take care of me, like buy me all this stuff. Taking care of me is taking care of my mental, my heart, making sure I'm good, making sure my kids are okay. And I'm making sure your kids are okay. And I got a foundation and my household is not divided. That's taking care of me.
That's agreed.
All the other stuff, we work them kinks out. But when my mental is all over the place and I'm trying to figure out shit and nothing's that's that meshing I'm talking about, when you be like, look, it's time for me to scale back because this ain't working. It just don't work. It don't work. It's like tug of war. Oh, Anthony wrote a lot. No, that was Juan.
Me, I would help with the cleaning, cooking, help her out. So if you were married and he gets sick, can't work no more, who's going to take care of most of the bills? Would you still be committed until death does you apart? I would take care of a Black woman if she's sick, can't work no more. Should any Black woman above the Most High?
I watched my mother do that. That's why I said when you're dealing with a woman and you're dealing with a child, if my husband was unable, I'm finna get out there and I'm finna pull all the weight.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make sure absolutely fall apart because I'm a woman and I'm a woman that know how to go out here and get it. I'm not above working. You see what I'm saying? It depends. You got to pick your poison. You got to know the type women that you're picking up. If you marry a woman and she's just for your money, she's going to always be for your money.
Exactly.
If you marry a woman of some value, she's going to bring value. She's going to add value.
Right.
Those are questions that you shouldn't even have to have.
Exactly.
Anthony said he's following us and he likes our content. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. We appreciate you. Blow Montague up, please.
Hard Rock Academy.
Are y'all married? And if you aren't, and you're such a prize, and you know what a man want, why do you think you aren't married? Is it you haven't found the right man, or could it be you really don't know how to be a true wife? Who wants to start?
Well, I'll start that one.
I've been a wife twice, and I've checked out of the relationships twice. The first one, Monte, you know both. So I'm gonna just give you all of them because the first one was 18 years. When I see 18 years of my life gone by and there is no growth and you're doing the same things you was doing 18 years when I met you, that means we're not growing.
Right.
That's a problem for me as a woman. I'm not going to be a man and a woman. If I have to pull the weight, I will pull it by myself. My second marriage probably should have never happened, but I'm glad it did because I gained a baby. I gained my little girl, so I have no qualms about that. And we broke bread and we're great friends. We have no problems. Why am I not married right now? Because I don't want to be. When I'm ready to be married, I will be married. I just don't have the desire to be married. But I do want to be in a relationship that is honest, committed, not no situation. I'm not tug of warring. I'm not pulling thread. I'm not texting my life away. I don't want that in my life. I know what I'm looking for and I know what I want. And if I can't get it, I'm not going to settle just because I need a man laying next to me. Dick is the one thing that I think anybody up on this panel can find when there's nothing in the world left, right? So there's some substance that we need.
Right.
Can you pop this?
I'm not. Shelly, what?
Can you put his question back on the screen?
There we go.
Okay.
For me, no, I'm not married, and I haven't found what I'm looking for. I'm not settling for anything. I've been in long-term relationships before. It ain't worked out. Life, it was what it was. And no, I'm not settling. I just haven't found my person yet. I haven't found what I'm looking for. And when I find what I'm looking for, then hey, when the time is right, the time is right.
You'll
time
know.
is right.
Because you refuse to, reduce your standards.
Exactly. I refuse to reduce my standards, and I'm not doing that. So yeah, that's that for me.
Sameen.
Well, I am married on paper. That hopefully that divorce paper will be signed in a month. I'm counting down. But I was married for a long time to a narcissist. So I gave and gave and gave and gave and gave and gave, and he took. So I know what it is to be a wife, and I tried to do that, and I tried to do it for like 15 years. To somebody that was a little boy, that doesn't know how to treat a woman. Somebody doesn't know how to be a husband. So and the reason why I was so long, because I really tried to make my marriage work, because I do really believe in the union of marriage, and I believe in family, and I really hold that to a high standard. And so I tried till I can't try anymore. So y'all will see me post all over social media when it's final.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. When you've been through some storms in life and you've gone through some stuff, you're not willing to go through the storm. That's why I say you get the Band-Aid, you get the stick, you get the stuff, you look at behaviors and you say, this behavior is not lining up to what I want right now in my life and in a relationship.
And I've learned from learned from previous stuff that you've already been through. I'm not going through that same bullshit again with nobody else,
Yeah, because a man, like I said, a man knows what he wants. He knows why he wants it. If he comes with bad intentions, eventually intentions will show.
Exactly.
Whatever it is, it doesn't take a man 6 years to figure out if he likes you. It doesn't take a man 2 months to figure out if he likes you. A man knows if he likes you when he meets you.
Steve Harvey said, man know if he want to marry you within what, six months of
typically a man knows what he knows when he knows it.
Right.
It's something. It's like when a woman meets a man, you can look at a man and go, like, he looks like he'll be a good husband. You'll watch his qualities, you'll watch how he is, you'll watch how he interacts with his own kids, his mother, his beings. There's things you look at. My father was a man. My father, I learned from my father. So I don't know division. I didn't grow up in division. I grew up with my mom and my dad. So the structure of what a household looked like is what's installed in me. So if that's what's installed, I can't go settle for someone who's less than my own dad. Like, you got to be up there somewhere, because my dad had high standards. So it's like, why should I settle because you don't know what you want to do with your life? If you're confused, you go be confused by yourself.
Right. And so Tawan that asked, Leah. Tawan that asked, do you know how to be a wife? The question to the men out there is, you got to know how to be the husband, because you're the head of the household, and you got to lead by example. We follow by example. So you got to be able to show those examples as well.
Juan said, let me see if I can do it. All three of you Black women got a good mind on your shoulders. That means the good spirits in your hearts. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, Juan. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what's up.
What did Monte say? Something smart.
Steve probably don't believe that.
Oh man!
Oh my God!
It's stupid.
Oh, all right, Micaiah.
Did she pop up? They pop up late on my screen. Something they pop up on yours first and mine second.
Yeah. I feel like marriage is safer than having a child with someone, because at least you can walk away from marriage.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. I feel like
And you shouldn't have to, when you're in something that I think is of God, and I've learned this in the last couple of months, like just being by myself and just learning myself again, or just because I came out of a 4-year relationship. Y'all met me when I was in it. And coming out of that was like, you don't want to be broken. You don't want to bring the drama to somebody else. So I scaled back and I took that step away and said, you know what? Let me go back to being a virgin. Let me go back to being untouched. Let me have this moment with myself. Let me cry. Let me get out what I need to get up. And when I'm ready to open this door, I'm gonna open this door back up. Right. So when you come out of something that's not for you, it never works. No matter what you do, no matter how much you give, it doesn't work for you. That's when you get unevenly yoked, when you're constantly bumping. It's the bumping for me. Now, when I look at stuff and I go, okay, I've bumped. I don't want to bump no more. So if it's ghosting, disappearing, being gone, whatever it is, I always say this, and I have a friend that says this to me all the time. Every time he talks to me, he always says, what's for me and destined to my life is going to be in my life. I don't give a hell how far it goes away. It's going to keep returning because it might be for you.
Right.
Versus me trying to raise a boy to a man, or a man to a boy, or however it go. Too old for that. Too old for that.
I've never been married, but I've always seen it as overrated.
I think it's overrated.
It's overrated if y'all ain't on the
if you don't have the right person.
If you don't have the right person, it's overrated.
And given what I just explained, for obvious reasons, that's why I feel like it's overrated.
A lot of women don't know how to follow. They tend to say it's controlling. Okay, no, Monte. There's a difference between somebody following and you being controlling.
Right.
There's a difference.
There's a big difference.
Now, you know there's a difference, Monte. It's a difference if you say, I'm leading you, follow me. It's a difference when you're telling me, I don't
can't go there.
You can't
go nowhere. I gotta be everywhere you are. No, that's controlling.
Yeah, there's a controlling is controlling. And you know when it's controlling, when you can no longer be yourself in a relationship. When you're changing everything about you to match somebody because they don't like certain things that they fell in love with you from the beginning.
That's right.
You shouldn't have to take away from yourself because somebody wants you to be different now because now you're their girl. No,
exactly.
That's stupid.
Juan said, some things are natural. Some things are natural, yet the government sees dollar signs. Therefore, it has to be secured. Birth and death comes natural. So why you need a certificate? Your gift is natural, but you have to be certified to do it as a living to secure your future.
Well, if you look at it that way, then that might make sense. If you look at it that way, baby.
Right.
That might be a whole different topic right there.
Right. That's what I was about to say. Because love, she said love is natural. Why we need a certificate?
Well, I'm gonna tell you why you need a certificate. I mean, it just goes to like if that person die, then people gonna be fighting over their financial stuff like that. And then especially if you in a situationship. Right. And this man living a double life, and then this man die, and then she trying to get his money.
Everything. You come after everything.
That's on that certificate.
That's why I need that certificate in place.
Hold on.
Right. Yeah, you gotta have it to a certain degree. You can't
to a certain degree.
Honey, you cannot.
So that's why,
It's women, it's men out here married to 4, 5
like
times.
I said, money.
I knew somebody who was with this guy for 10 years, lived with him and everything, had a whole relationship for 10 years, and that happened. He passed away, but all his kids got everything. And they decided they weren't going to give her anything. And they had that right. Even though he had been taking care of the household, it wasn't no 50-50. He had been taking care of the household and her children for 10 years. But because they didn't have that certificate, his children didn't like her. And they was like, we got his money, we gone.
We gone.
She didn't get a dime.
Matter of fact,
she didn't even get to come to the funeral. They told her she couldn't come to the funeral.
Wow.
So
Unc said, like I said, dollars.
Yep.
Hey, Corian, you missed it, baby.
You missed it. We missed you, Corian.
Corian said, I'm here. I'm in the building.
You made it.
We actually don't went a little. We done gave y'all a little bonus time today. We are 15 minutes over in this podcast.
He said, I'm all. You missed it, baby. We on
the
5 o'clock.
Yeah.
We come on at 5 to 6.
We gave you 15. We gave you 15 additional minutes today. You still could.
15 additional, Corian, where you been? You got to follow somebody, Corian, because if you don't follow, you never know when we live, honey. You never gonna know.
He was all over. He was with us yesterday. Marriage is usually a bad deal for men. mostly not all cases.
I think even just using the word deal is wrong. I think we're thinking about that, because the thing is, like, you got to go into a marriage as a commitment that's forever, not a business transaction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're going into it with that mindset, you might get a bad deal.
Yeah,
exactly.
Corian said, I'm gonna rewatch it, okay, but I'm a true fan now.
That's what's up.
We love you, Corian.
We love you coming on, Corian.
Rewatch it.
Yeah, and y'all please make sure y'all share and like our content.
And please follow us and follow me.
We do stream from YouTube on all our platforms. Sameen, thank you for being an awesome guest on our show today. And
thank you for having me. I loved it. Look, follow me on Instagram, Samina Dream, right down the screen.
I'm gonna put it in the comments.
Drop it on the screen. Sameen the Dream. She's gonna put it in the comments. Y'all go follow, like her content. She's an actress. She just did her first movie, Raised by the Rain.
Woo-hoo! Yes,
they rap. That's awesome. My God, they rap the other day. So proud of her. I've been rocking with this girl for a year and a half now.
Yep.
Love her to death. She's an incredible person. Y'all go out and go on her page and follow her on her platforms. Also follow Aaliyah Sheffield. You know, her name is not Leah Nicole on her Facebook page. Names y'all be putting up now.
Marriage these days are considered a business. That's why people use the word partners.
Follow it. Did you put Sameen's on up there? Sameen,
yes, I did.
Where'd it go? Oh, here it goes. Sameen the Dream. That's Sameen the Dream, y'all. Right?
No, not on Facebook. On IG.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sameen the Dream. Take out the spaces.
Let me fix it.
We're gonna get everybody together.
All right.
Okay, and then that's Sameen the Dream on IG. Y'all, I'm gonna give y'all time to well, y'all can go back and read it in the comments.
Right. With this, you can go back and rewatch these streams. These comments will be here as well.
And the comments will be there. Y'all know we come on every day at 5:00. We come on directly at 5:00. We do not go over. We are in structure. Y'all see my stream was good today, y'all.
That's me.
I think I need to pick up from that question, that comment. I know we don't have time. That last comment that was put up about marriage being a business, some of my business partners. That one right there.
Marriage these days are considered a business.
That's why people use word partners.
That's sad.
You gotta tune in tomorrow.
That really, I don't like to look at marriage.
That's sad though, that people feel that way, because it really shouldn't be that way. Marriage
shouldn't be that way at all.
Marriage, yes,
and that's why it's overrated.
And it shouldn't. And Vanna said that's true, but it shouldn't be. You know, get into something that you want to be in. Love the people who love you. Be honest. I think honesty is the best thing. If you're dating, situationship, be honest and upfront about your intentions from the beginning. It saves a lot of confusion. You know,
communicate. Communication is the key. If you don't have communication, then you don't have anything at all. So you need to be honest upfront and communicate with people about your true intentions.
Your intentions, what your intentions are. And don't use the word ghosting anymore, y'all. It sounds horrible. Use the word disappeared. Disappeared sounds a little more nice off the tongue. Ghosting.
I mean, that's what they say. That's what everybody say.
Ghosting. I disappeared him.
I disappeared. I ghosted. I disappeared. I just disappeared.
I just disappeared.
Well, we say Shelly Live. We say ghosted.
Ghosted.
How about faded out or fizzled?
Fizzle out.
I like that. Fizzle out. I like that. I can get with that. I can get with that.
It might be a little, yeah, I like fizzle. Fizzle's cute. I just don't like the word ghosted. I think ghosted is kind of like, I think that's
all right, y'all. We about to close this thing on out. We are almost 20 minutes over.
20 minutes over. We got to jump on our reads.
Yes, we do. Thank you so much, Samir.
I'm back. Take y'all out of here. It's your girl, Shelly, Leah, Nicole, and Samir. Y'all have a beautiful rest of your eating. We'll be back on here tomorrow at 5:00. Don't miss it. Don't miss it.
Yes. Bye.
Let me take y'all out this screen. Bye.
Girls, let's talk about it. Did you hear them talking about it? Oh my God, did you know this?
Oh my God, Shani Love and Leah Nicole. Shani Love and Leah Nicole on a roll. Lighting up the stream, the vibe is bold. Shelly, Lava, Leah, and Nicole, let's go. Kicking down doors, we make some noise. Grown folks talk with truth and poise. Doing it big, turning up the flow. Shelly, Lava, Leah, and Nicole, you know. Oh yeah, it's Shelly, Lava, Leah, and Nicole. Oh yeah, it's Shelly, Lava, Leah, and Nicole. Everywhere, it's Shelly, Lava, Leah, and Nicole. Oh yeah, grown talk vibes, the moment is here.
Thank you for tuning in.